What up, y'all? This your boy Lucha guy, and I'm back with another video. I'm gonna start saying this first and beating the system like everybody else on here. Hit like and subscribe, and Monster Lucha, slam that like and subscribe button, alright? Now, I know I promised a roster video and the thing is this, that video will be coming next week. Next week I'll have my schedule is kind of empty. I'm kind of rushing out this video, and plus, this is more exciting news to me, because I haven't really spoke about Lucha Underground in a very good minute. All I've been talking about is Azteca Underground. I always say if there's any news and rumors of Lucha Underground, I'll let y'all know. This is about Lucha Underground more than Azteca Underground, or kind of both. But as I'm reading this article here, it's saying that okay, Azteca Underground is a faction in MLW, but is also set to have its own show. Plans are in place to begin filming episodes of what will be something of an MLW spin-off project that will resemble Lucha Underground. Plans for the show were addressed recently on the Wrestling Observer, basically Meltzer and Alvarez and those guys. But you can't never take them seriously, right? They will also be taping content in LA for Azteca Underground and try and make it look like Lucha Underground, wrote Dave Meltzer. The plan is to start the Azteca Underground filming of matches in the fall and doing vignettes during the summer. So yeah, there's for all you guys, it's like, oh no, it's gonna be looking like more of MLW. It could be a failure, it could be a flop, and some people calling it a dud. But right now they're saying they're gonna try to make it look more like a Lucha Underground spinoff. Basically, it's gonna resemble more of Lucha Underground and MLW. So this far as what this MLW Azteca Underground goes. Now it's still gonna be on the same budget and all that as MLW, obviously, but do you guys still not want to give it a chance now, even though now they're saying it's going to be coming off more like Lucha Underground and MLW? Because, I mean, one thing I will say here is this is probably the closest we'll ever get to getting Lucha Underground back. I know I haven't been saying much about Lucha Underground, it's because that much hasn't came out. I know at one point some of you guys were saying down in the comments that there's talks of still bringing back Lucha Underground back, rebooted. There's talks of MGM or somebody, Lucha Libre, FMV, trying to reboot Lucha Underground, and what MLW doing is the Azteca Underground. So far, I haven't heard nothing legit about that. I haven't heard any legit news, any legit sources confirming this information. So right now I'm just taking it for what it is, and everything's going to be Azteca Underground, and they're going to try to make that look like Lucha Underground, filming it in LA and all this and that. So they're saying by the fall they're going to start filming stuff. So I don't know when about Azteca Underground will be done, but I do know the July 10th show is basically coming. It's basically next month in a few weeks. That's where I hope we're going to get the official announcement and maybe even more information of Azteca Underground. And they actually signed a few luchadors from AAA to Azteca Underground. So I will drop that who was been signed and who should be signed in my next video. Because the filming doesn't begin anyway until fall, as far as like the matches. But they're doing the semantics, I heard, that begins today in LA. And yeah, so it's going to be looking more like Lucha Underground. So for us Lucha Underground fans that like Lucha Underground, and I think that's everybody who subscribed, this is good news for us that we're going to be getting some close to it back. As I'll take this over any of the other garbage wrestling out there right now. And speaking of Rich too, tonight I wasn't even aware to J Rance posted a flyer. It's Hell in a Cell. From what I heard, WWE is bad. I hear enough bad Raw reviews every week. And then the only good thing I hear about WWE is SmackDown because of Roman Reigns' heel turn. I'm so glad Roman Reigns is a heel, but I really wonder if it wasn't for a pandemic, would this man been heel? I know he tweeted something like, The Rock and John Cena stay on the set. He's a man now in WWE. Well, I think they're setting up something. Who knows? Maybe even some kind of match. The rumor that SummerSlam's going to be Roman Reigns and Cena, and they're going for Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. And what's with this Alexa Bliss thing? Why she have to like the feed now? Didn't she kill off the feed at WrestleMania? Bobby Lashley's champion, and he's 45. Like, I don't know. I know age doesn't really matter much, but WWE doesn't seem like much of a future with them. They're still relying on like Rock and stuff like that. I mean, they're trying to get Roman Reigns into his own personality, and I guess it's working to a degree. But now I heard they're trying to turn him. We're trying to have thoughts and thinking about rushing him back into a baby face. Like, right, his heel work right now is the only thing that he's done good out of his career. Some SummerSlam 2020 to current, this has been the best run out of his career besides his little Shield stuff, and that was just average. And Sasha Banks, what she's even been doing? What's up with that hair, blue and green? I don't know. Does the WWE the worst has been since the mid '90s? Like, you guys, let me know down below. What do you think is the worst era ever in the WWE? I think it's definitely right now. The mid '90s couldn't have been that bad. Now, at least you got Bret Hart and Stone Cold, and you had Undertaker around. Undertaker, he's not even there anymore. So I think the WWE is the worst it's ever been. You guys can let me know, is this the worst era ever in the WWE? And let me know down below, do you think it's good that Azteca Underground is going to be more looking now like a copy of Lucha Underground? Peace.